Hello and welcome. German two-way prepositions or Wechselpräpositionen is today's topic. This is the Expertly German podcast, a podcast aimed to help you learn German for your daily life and career success. So due to the high number of downloads, I'd like to do another episode on the topics of prepositions, the Wechselpräpositionen. In dieser Episode fokussieren wir uns ausschließlich auf die Wechselpräpositionen. Diese können entweder den Akkusativ- oder Dativfall einnehmen. This episode will focus only on the two-way prepositions, so German prepositions that can take either the accusative or the dative case. These two-way prepositions are, diese Wechselpräpositionen sind an, which means on or to, auf, which is on or upon, hinter, which is behind, in, which is in or into, neben, next to, über, over, over, unter, under, vor, before or in front of, zwischen, between. So when do we use the accusative case and when do we use the dative case together with the two-way prepositions? So here's an example. Der Mann steht hinter dem Haus. Der Mann steht hinter dem Haus. The man is standing behind the building. Here it is about the specific locations. You could ask where or wo is the man behind the house. So it's a specific location, and if this is the case, then we use the dative case. However, if I have a sentence like der Mann geht hinter das Haus, der Mann geht hinter das Haus, then we have the accusative case. Why? Because we could ask where to. Where to does the man go? The man goes behind the house. So there's a movement or a change. And if that is the case, then we use the accusative case. Easy, right? So accusative case for movement and change, or we can ask the where to question, and the dative case for a specific location, or we can ask where. Let's do now a couple of example sentences. I will tell you first the sentence in English, then I will tell you the sentence in German, but I leave out the preposition as well as the article behind it. So you have to then tell me A, B, or C, which one is the right answer. I will give you those three options. All right, let's go into it. The businessman sits in the conference. Der Geschäftsmann sitzt Conference. A. Auf die. B. In der. C. Unter der. And the right answer would be der Geschäftsmann sitzt in der Konferenz. Why? Because Konferenz is feminine. And in this case, we could ask, where does the businessman sits? He sits in the conference, so it's the dative case. And the right preposition here to use is in. He sits in the conference. And the article die Konferenz changes to der Konferenz in the dative case. Let's do another example. The property is under monument protection. Die Immobilie steht Denkmalschutz. A. Unter, B. Über, C. Neben. And the correct answer would be A. Die Immobilie steht unter Denkmalschutz. In this case, we don't have an article. This is actually quite easy. You just have to pick the right preposition here, which is in this case unter. Etwas steht unter Denkmalschutz. Something is under monument protection. Okay, The next sentence. The interview takes place in the office. Das Bewerbungsgespräch findet Büro statt. A. Im, B. Am, C. Zwischen dem. And the right answer is, das Bewerbungsgespräch findet im Büro statt. Why? So we have the right preposition here would be in, and Büro is neutral, so it is das Büro, and das changes in the dative to dem. However, we also pull together the in and the dem zu im. Yeah. And why do we have the dative case here? Because the interview takes place in the office. There is no movement, there is no change involved. It is the dative case. Where does the interview take place? In the office. Next sentence. The interest rate rises to a new high. Der Zinssatz steigt, neues Hoch. A. Über eines, B. An ein, C. Auf ein. And the right answer would be auf ein. Der Zinssatz steigt auf ein neues Hoch. Why? Because hoch is neutral. So, and which case do we have here? Where to does the interest rate rise? To a new high. So we have the accusative case. There's a movement or more a change involved in this case. So the right preposition here would be auf, and then ein, the indefinite article for the noun hoch, just stays the same. It doesn't change in the accusative case. Der Zinssatz steigt auf ein neues Hoch. And the last sentence now. The contract is between the documents. Der Vertrag liegt Dokumenten. A. Zwischen den, B. Über dem, C. Neben der. And the right answer is A. Zwischen den. Der Vertrag liegt zwischen den Dokumenten. Yeah, so why do we have here zwischen den Dokumenten? So between is easy. I think between always means zwischen. But den Dokumenten, here we have the dative case. So why do we have the dative case here? Because you would ask, where does the contract lie between the documents? And here we have the dative case, therefore, and it is plural. And the article for plural is den Dokumenten. Der Vertrag liegt zwischen den Dokumenten. All right, that was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Please share and subscribe to this podcast. Cheers, guys, and bis bald.